Hey guys, how's your day going? I just really want to start this video off by saying, how are you guys? And I haven't really had a chance to say how are you guys in a very long time, and so, let me know how you're doing in the comments, and yeah, I'll check them out. I always like to check them out. I always like to see how you guys are doing and what's going on in your lives, if things have gotten better, maybe they've gotten a little worse, maybe you've come here to just to relax and watch some nice entertainment or something. I don't know. People come here, I don't know why. So I had a very interesting experience happen to me today, and I wanted to talk about it really quick. So, gosh, how do I even start this? This morning, Crystal and I were out driving around, running errands, doing some stuff, and we decided to strafe a little too far away from home. And we ended up going over to, one town over. There's a bigger mall than the one that we're used to. And so we oftentimes go over there to go check it out and stuff like that. Just to buy stuff that we couldn't normally buy locally. And we were on our way home, and all of a sudden, her engine cuts off, like right in the middle of the street. And that was like a terrifying experience because we had people behind us and they were honking at us, and we were just like, go around, we have the emergency lights on, get the fuck out of the way. It was a mess. It was just a very weird experience. So naturally, my first instinct was to tell Crystal, put it in neutral, turn the wheel, I'm going to push this bad boy. So I pushed it all the way up the hill, and I was greeted very, very openly by a guy who was waiting in the parking lot that I was trying to get into, who helped me push the car up. And after he left, another guy that was working in the one of the buildings that was in that little parking lot came by and also helped me push the car. And there was a guy on his BMX that got off his BMX to come help me push this car all the way up the hill into a parking space. And it was heartwarming. It was unbelievable. I was like, oh, you guys are so nice. So it was a crazy experience, and it was weird. It was weird to see people help you, because I'm not really used to that. I'm not used to people actually coming out and helping me. I kind of, for the longest time, I've always kind of had the feeling that, people suck. You know what I mean? And like, everything sucks. Life sucks. Everything's bad. I'm emo. But, I don't know. It was great. It was really great. And then while we were sitting there waiting for a tow truck to arrive, I mean, we're sitting out in like 95, 96 degree heat. And it was just muggy and hot, and we were just sitting there sweating like animals. And this lady that owns the barbershop that we were parked in front of comes out, and I'm like, oh no, she's gonna yell at us. She's gonna tell us like we can't be parked here for a long time. And no, she offered us bottles of water. She literally just handed us bottles of water, and it was the nicest thing ever. And she came over and consoled Crystal and told her, like, hey, everything's going to be okay. The car's going to be fine. It's just a material possession. It's no big deal. And, it made her feel a lot better. I guess the one thing I'm trying to learn, and the one thing that I'm trying to say in this video is that help can be found if you just look for it. The truth is, there's a lot of good in this world, and it's very easy not to see it, considering all the negative, especially recently, that's been going on with the mainstream media and politics and Donald Trump and everything else horrible that's going on. It's very easy to see how there's very little good left in the world, or that it may seem that way. And I was kind of sucked into that. I really did believe that there's just not anything worth a crap in the world other than, like, people that make you happy, people around you that are close to you, family, friends, you guys, obviously. That was the kind of stuff that made me happy, and I thought that was the only good that I could find in this world. But the truth is that's just not the case. There's this saying that I really, really love, and it was the only thing I could think of while all of this was happening to me, and that is, it always seems like nobody really cares until you are in a situation where you actually need help. And we were in a very dire situation where we really needed help, and we had, like I said, we had 3 or 4 guys pushing this car up here. We had a woman give us, water and on a really hot day. We had, 4 or 5, half a dozen people coming up to us and asking us if we needed a jump or if there was something wrong with the engine that they could help with, or if we needed more oil or anything like that, anything they could do to participate or help. And this was in, a tiny little kind of shady area, you know what I mean? It's old and run down, and you wouldn't expect that kind of hospitality. But we were treated like people who really mattered in the world, and as if these people knew us all along and they were willing to help us just because we needed the help. It took time out of people's day. It took their resources. They didn't have to come help us. Those guys didn't have to push the car. Those people didn't have to offer their jumper cables, and that woman didn't have to offer those bottles of water. But they did it anyway, and because it was just simply a good thing to do. It was the right thing to do. And so I guess what I'm trying to say in all of this, and this whole long ramble that I've been going on, is if you feel like you can't find any good in the world, if you feel like there's no good, there's no hope, there's no hope for humanity whatsoever, I am here to tell you that today I experienced something that was completely on the contrary. And quite frankly, I'm happy. I am happy that Crystal's car broke down. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be crappy to try and repair it and figure it out. But luckily, the good news is there's good news in this whole story, and that is, her car is actually working fine now. It runs. It's got a very big leak in the radiator, and so we need to fix that. So basically, what happened was the car overheated, and it stopped working. But I mean, anyway, that's not the point. The point is, there is such good in the world, and all it takes is just for you to be put in a situation like that, and very quickly you'll understand. I mean, it's so easy because, you look at all the people who really do need help, like, the homeless and, veterans and people on Social Security, people on welfare, people on disability, and it's so easy for us to be like, well, where's the help for these people? Why aren't these people getting any help? Well, they are, but the system that we're in right now is broke. It's broken. The wealthy want what they want, and they don't want anybody else to have it. That's why with Trump in office, we're seeing huge cutbacks on welfare and Social Security. I'm not trying to make this about politics. I'm not trying to get political, but all I'm trying to say is that ignore what you see in the mainstream media. Ignore what you see in any form of media, actually, social media, mainstream media, just what you see on a day-to-day basis. Just ignore it for a second. Open up your eyes and look at the real world around you, because you're going to find that there is a plethora of good, decent, hardworking, honest individuals out there. This world is not a crime-laden, filthy, disgusting pit like the freaking, Fox News or CNN or, MSNBC, any of those would have you believe. So when you go out in the world, please do something nice for someone, because as you can tell, it's made a world of difference for me. Like, I have learned so much just from one day. I am exhausted from this day, but I've learned that there are good people out there. And the only way I could have learned that is if those people came forward and showed just how good they were. So when you go out in the world tomorrow, be a good person, Do the right thing. Do the good thing. Do the honest thing. Help somebody out. You see somebody with a flat tire, offer your assistance. You see a little old lady trying to cross the street, help her cross that street. Stop wasting your time looking down at your phone. Start spending time looking up, looking around you, and helping people. Be a force for good. I'm leaving it at that, because I'm starting to sound like some sort of like televangelist preacher. I do a force for good. But I was very impacted by today, and I really wanted to talk about it with you guys, and it was quite the experience. So thank you for listening to this 10-minute long ramble we're coming up on now, and more videos are coming. As always, I say this, and I'm glad once again to be back in at it, doing all these videos, and there will be much more to come. It won't just be, because I know the last one, yesterday's, was like, well, I guess technically today's, because it's like midnight for me right now. Anyway, that one was all like, vloggy, and this one's all vloggy, but I swear, there's gaming videos coming very soon. In fact, tomorrow, I'm going to give you guys a little spoiler. I've just released another episode of Limbo, and it is really awesome. So, thank you guys so much for watching all my videos. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. And I really hope that maybe I've inspired you guys to also do something good in your community. So, alright. I'm out. As always, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.